Jason here, and this is your aftermarket update for January 23rd, 2015. It was what ended up being a very nice day. Started out as a very difficult trading day here at the Oil Trading Group. The first half of the trading day was, first couple hours was very choppy. I had an idea that the market was going to be getting short. We talked about a pivotal area on our chart, which was 45.84, and we had talked about that in the session as we got started in the morning as that being a pivotal area, and that we were either going to come down towards our 44.95 or we were going to go up to the 46.72 level. And so as we were, and I had expressed this, idea in the room early in the session right before we got started, and I said that it could be difficult conditions as we tried to short a few of the levels, assuming that we were going to be making our way to the downside. Well, it was difficult because we did get to a couple of those levels that I wanted to short, and the market just continued to move up. So our final short, not final short, but one of the shorts that we got into was 46.72. It goes down, then comes back and bounces us out. So let's talk a little bit about that. So again, we ended up with a 250 plus tick trade, and you'll see that at the tail end of the video. You'll see that it was basically, like I said, a 250 tick move that we did catch into once we finally got locked in with the underlying market trend and the state of the market. So let's talk a little bit about some of these levels here that we just discussed. So again, when we got started here this morning, back here, right here around this 8 a.m. time frame, there is this 84 level that we were talking about. We had a couple of shorts along the path here that ultimately failed, and then we made our way all the way up, as you can see here, to this 72 level. 71 is where we actually got short, and that got us in just enough, and then began this descent to the downside. Now, what we had talked about in the trading room is, and what you'll see on the video, and you'll hear me talk about it, when we pick up this OTG trade of the day that lasted, just like I said, lasted just over 3 hours and finally got us the move that we were looking for, we hit this daily revision signal right here at 59. So we'd gotten in up here at 71. We rode 71 down to 16. It retraced as we were looking for the targets, the bigger picture targets down below. It retraced up here, took me out. I want to say it took me out. Maybe I'd added one along the path here. Anyway, it took me out right around break even, or a little bit better than break even. And then we came right up to your daily revision signal here. Once we hit that level and failed, and this next candle opened up right at the center point, then I knew we were going to be heading south, and this is where you'll pick up the OTG trade of the day, is right here at this 46.46 level. Now, when this video starts, you're going to hear me. I am fairly exasperated and frustrated because, again, we'd had some difficult time getting this to move up, trying to short this move up, and I was extremely frustrated by the fact that we hit this revision signal to the tick, and then we had made our move down. So I'm going to add to this position. You'll see that right around 46.13, and then we're going to fast forward towards the end of the day, and you're going to see me get taken out on 4 contracts right around this 80 level right here. The market did end up getting down a little bit deeper. In fact, it got all the way down to the 40. I think we ended up at 46.21 right before we closed as the low. So our initial entry was up here at 46.72 on that short, and again, we had the idea that this thing was going to be getting short. We just took a little bit of a beating on the way up here. But once we did finally get in rhythm and got in step with the market, we rode this short based on this level here at 46.59. This revision signal. We did get in. Once it tagged us out up here, we got in here at 46 and then rode it down for a long way. And you'll see that in the last 5 minutes of your chart. One of the things, though, the other things that we did talk about in here, and hindsight always is 20/20, but you did have a retracement point, sweet spot that we look at right up here today, on this day rather, at 46.64, and then again, when the market is in rhythm and you're catching it the right way, then there are a series of these types of retracements that you can handle. And if you measure that swing to that swing, came right up into this 57, which was your revision signal. And then again, that was your secondary way to get in it. The other thing that we look at, and that was giving us confidence that we were in at the right spot, is we do have this 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. swing zone that we look at. And again, that's right in the middle. This swing zone here generally gives you an opportunity for at least 100 ticks if you can figure out how to get into it. And these two candles right here were good profile candles, along with this decision point here at 72. And it went 71 down to 21 for 150 ticks, and that entire move started inside that blue area. That this entire move started right inside that 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. swing zone. So again, just to recap, it was a difficult start to the session today, very difficult. And if you were not of a strong constitution, that might have been too much for you to handle right there at the beginning of the session today. But all's well that ends well. We did catch that. We did catch that sizable move, and so I'm going to let you watch. I've chopped this 3-hour and 20-minute trade down to about 20 minutes here for you to review. So without further ado, here is the OTG condensed version of the trade of the day. Right to the revision signal short up there. Same thing happened yesterday. Took me out to the tick, but then that just ran up to it. Oh, we haven't closed above the range. That's the revision signal. First time touch short. $30 seconds left on this candle. Stop is 61. Here we go. European session closing range now developing here. $29 is your closing range trade, is at 29. That's where the actual short entry would be, is down there at 29. So because I'm going to try to get this back into gear here, I'm going to add it at 29. I'm going to add one at 29 because that is the European session closing range trade short. So if I wasn't in an entry spot, that would be the place where I'd be looking to get short. Stop is back to break even. Right up to your revision signal to the tick. The long above it is up there at like 60, and I'm not taking that. Point of control here at 37. I'm going to move that add to 19. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be too tight. It's going to make the stop too tight. I'm going to move it down to 19, the break of this double bottom down here. Stop right now is break even. And technically, the short is 30, not 29. Technically, the European session closing range trade short is 30. I'm not doing it. We came down to settlement again. Back in the range again. And I'm not adding at 19. I'm adding at 09. I'm going to get down below that 11 wick right here at 11. Stop is at break even. Right back down to settlement and a bounce again. If we make it up north of 46.72, it's up at 47.45 is the target above that. Nice long wick. Boy, this is just ugly trading right here. See if we break through that 31.30. You got down 70 orders on the bid down there at 30. You had 57 was the 70.5, which would be the secondary way to get in to your 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. swing zone. 57 was the 70.5. We made it to 59. That's the secondary way to get in. And that's what we did. And in addition, we hit the revision signal up there. Now we can't get through 30. We've had 95 on the bid down there at 30. There's now 100 on the bid at 30. If we pop through, we should, I believe we'll come right down to 20. We'll come down pretty quick to 20 if we can make it through 30. New candle out right now. We did close below settlement again. Now you've got longs backfilling at 30, just underneath settlement. Okay, there's 27, 26. We got the 25. Like I said, I think we'll come down to 20 and test. And 20 has been a tough area here. We've got a double bottom down there at 20 now. You've got 25 minutes till the close. Like I said, I think the energy in the close is what's going to take us through it down to 10:30. I said I wanted to survive through the 10 o'clock. I didn't. I got in now at a little bit worse entry price up there at 47. I'm happy, though, that we are below settlement now. I'm expecting us to go down and test 20. I'm going to bring that ad down to 08. Bringing that ad spot down 1 to 08. $94 on the bid and backfilling longs at 25. You've got 109 on the bid now at 25. That you have buyers rather stepping back in underneath it at 25. So punch through 25 is going to be important now. $104 at 25. $130 now. I've hit the bid at 25. There we go. Now you've got a double bottom down there at 20. You got yourself a double bottom down there at 20 to deal with. There's 23. 22, 21, nothing on the bid at 21 or 20 yet. We got to fight through 21. 21 had 2 hit the bid. That's going to be a tough area. Four or 5 on the bid at 21. That's not enough to get through it. 53 long, limit orders long at 50. Sorry, 20. 53 limit orders long at 20. And we need a break through 20 now. I'm telling you, that's an important level. Obviously, we've got that. The bottom of this range is, there's 21. Fight through it. 65 long at 20 now. Limit orders long at 20. The bottom of that range is 13. There we go. Oh, that added my fourth one in. We got all the way down to 07. Trailing stop. We're down to 39, 38 here is the revised entry. Got to get through 60. 45 seconds left here. You know, Jay, what I would say to that is that any thoughts on covering in this area here, or just period, is not a bad thought, right? So Jay's question is, thoughts on covering short at 45.04 instead of 44.96, because trying to get through that round number down there. You know, any thoughts on covering probably aren't terrible at this point, Jay. So yes, I would say yes to that. But again, if we make it down to 04, we should finish it. If we make it down to 04, we should finish it. That's my thought. We'll see what happens here, this 53, 52. We got down to 51 now, and we'll see. 52, come on, 51, 50, 49. We've got to, if we can get through this area, if we can get through this 50 area, I'm looking for the break to test the low at a minimum. 53, 52. Bringing the trailing stop now to 75 here. 76 on the trailing stop. Because I don't like the fact that we can't get through this right now. 53, 52. There's plenty of volume and plenty of energy here. And I don't like the fact that we can't get through it down here. There's 52. Come on, 51, 50. Those orders at 45 are gone now. Come on, 51, 50, 49. Let's go. Now, the fact that we can't get through that level is somewhat concerning, of course, down there at 50. You'll have another market trend on a closeout or below 55. There's 54, 53. Come on, 53, 52. Go down and spike through to the low down there. I'll be interested to see what's showing up down there around 40. You had a stack of orders earlier around 40. 49, 48, 83 long at 40 down there. We should take and test the low here. If we can get through this low of 45, we should go test the low at 35. There's 48, 47. 44.95 is the target. 49, 48. We got down to 46 here. Still haven't closed below your revision signal, and we need to do that at 49, 48, somewhere below 48 or lower. 2.5 minutes left here, 7.5 minutes left in the day. I have seen these things move all the way at the very end, and that's what we're looking for here. There's 48, 47. Long's trying to come back in here. Got down to 46. We just can't get through that revision signal down there at 48. We'll see if we can, one more time. 161 on the bid at 53. Another 118 down there at 50. I'm just holding on here. We'll see. We'll see if we go from hero to zero here, or zero to hero. That 50 is extremely stubborn. But again, I have seen the energy in the close just shatter what has been support. I have seen that happen on numerous occasions. And you've got minute 20 left on this candle here. $93 on the bid at 57. 56. Let's go 55. I'd like to see us close 55 or lower here in the next 1 minute. 55 or lower. It is a true battleground right here at 57.58 now. This has been the battle, though, most of the day here, right? Point of control is 75. Trailing stop 78. $20 seconds here. All right, next time down through that 50 area, if there is a next time, I'm going to just start tightening this stop up to the top of wherever this candle ends. If this is going to continue, if it's going to push back down, and it may not. 78 is the trailing stop here. So there is your new candle here. And out. Okay, so you could see I got taken out right up in this 80 area as it pulled back into it here. In fact, it got as high as 86, and I got taken out right in this area here on this big spike pullback. But you could see then it fell another 65 ticks down to 45.21. And so again, it was just one of those kinds of days where you can see a lot of these. If I turn this off here, you can see a lot of spikes up and down, right? As we did make this trip to the downside, we did deal with a number of spikes up. And that's what makes it hard when you've got a target in your mind to try to maximize your position on a trade, but to also withstand those spikes up. So, we do the best that we can to try to find points on the chart where we think it will hold. That 84 level was one of those, but once we'd gotten that far into the day, I didn't feel like that we were going to have enough time in the day to hit that final target down there, and so we did tighten it up and we got taken out. Of course, then the market, through the course of the next couple of hours, goes all the way down to the 45.21. So that's the way it goes. And but again, you can see there at the end, it was a significant trade there, plus 250 ticks. To salvage a day that started out a bit choppy and difficult. So, again, as always, I want to say thank you for watching the videos and participating here and spending your time following along with what we do here. Again, as always, we want to give you the opportunity to come in and take a look around at a free trial if you'd like to do that. There are many ways to do that. You could go to the website, sign up for the free trial. You can sign up for a free trial at the end of this video. Or if you're receiving this link to this video in an email, there'll be an opportunity to sign up for a free trial in that email as well. So, again, until Monday, I want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I want to wish you good luck and good trading.